Welcome to By the Numbers. My name is Renee Smith.
And I'm Michelle Fleming. And we'd like to share with you today another math activity that's called just comparing items. And Renee, I looked out here, it's like, did you go to my house and clean out my junk drawer or what?
No, actually this all came from my home, so I have that same junk drawer.
So we can use stuff from our junk drawers to do math?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell me what we're going to do.
I think today what we're going to do is I'm going to take all of this stuff and place it in categories based upon some characteristic that I see that some of them have.
Okay.
And your job is to guess what I've sorted by.
Cool.
So we're going to sort.
So it's like a game.
So it's like a game.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that first, and I'm going to take all of these things
I know
right
what
here.
She's sorting by.
You think so?
I do.
Well, guess what? Oops, I need that one too.
I know what
But
you're
guess
doing.
what? Now I'm going to put these with it.
Oh.
Oh, all of a sudden it changed, didn't it? And so I'm going to put all of those. And then I'm going to take these and add them over here to this group.
By the way, you talked about putting different characteristics in there. And, you know, just kind of a little heads up, in math, in school, they call it attributes.
Right.
But it's a great precursor for geometry because they always look at attributes or characteristics of different shapes.
Now let's see if I can stump you, because guess what? This one goes here, and this one goes
I figured it
here.
was going to be all the buttons and spools are in one
And
category.
this one goes here, and then these three are going to join my group. But now all of these are going over here.
All of these go together?
Even that heart-shaped Dove chocolate candy.
Well, it's
But
not
look,
by candy.
It's not by candy.
Okay.
I'm writing my characteristic.
You
and
write, you write down how you did it, and I've got to think about it a little bit. It's not by candy. It's not just the spools. I'm guessing, except this one's kind of throwing me off a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm thinking that you sorted them all the shapes, like circular things, round things over here, and everything not circular over here. But this has a circle base.
It does have a circle base, but look at the top of it. That's what I went by, was basically that shape wasn't just round. And you were right. I sorted by round and not round. Okay, so that was one way to sort, but I bet there's some other ways. And now it's your turn, and I'm going to guess.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, I'm not going to do it by color because that's too easy to guess.
That would be pretty easy, and you'd have a whole lot of different groups because there's a whole lot of colors there. Okay?
But I am going to group by.
Okay.
Don't want to put too many in each group so you guess it before I'm done.
Okay.
Can't have that.
Now it's not round because you've got some round things and some not round things together. Ooh, I think I'm getting there.
I've got more than two groups.
You do have more than two groups.
Throw him over there. That one goes there, that one goes there. Okay, I've got 5 groups.
You have 5 groups, and I think I know the answer. There's only one that's kind of tricky.
Okay.
Okay. The one that kind of tricks me is this one, because it is supposed to be a coin. And if it were really a coin, it would be over here in this group. But I know that inside that coin, there's chocolate candy, because I just went to this place in Brooklyn, New York, and it is chocolate candy on the inside.
And I want to let you know, it is official that a little bit of chocolate for you is very, very good for you every day.
You have to eat this one because I get this one. Okay, but since it was over here with this group, I'm going to say that you sorted by candy, by what they are, what the object actually is. This is candy, these are buttons, these are coins, these are crayons, and these are spools of thread. Am I right?
I've said purpose or use.
Very good. So there's more than one way to sort a whole bunch of stuff, depending on what it is you're looking at. We could have done color, like you said before. And so some of the candies would have ended up with spools of thread and crayons and buttons.
That would have been fun to do.
That would have been fun.
Kids like to do it by color. So sometimes we got to push them a little bit to get them to think beyond color.
Okay. So we could have done that. And if I had just had the coins, I could have sorted by different denominations of coin. Oh, look, a cool dollar bill coin.
That is cool.
So There's
So
lots of
o-
different ways
other
to
we
sort.
could have sorted.
And so what's really important about this is that for little kids, this is a skill that they can do, but it really does lead to some higher level thinking because they're looking for similarities and differences between these objects. They're also, it's called comparing and contrasting, and it leads, like Michelle said, to upper level math in both algebra and geometry. So it's a great skill for
Yeah.
little kids and older kids alike.
And next time, we're going to actually look at how do we bump it up a little bit for a higher, even another higher level skill as well.
Cool.
By do comparing more than one thing.
That'll be great.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us in By the Numbers.
And you can find more information about By the Numbers on My Kids Turn.
Clean out that junk drawer.